Back tonight. I should say Lieutenant Tim Atoll Walsh was in the back seat, not Coco. But they are on the roll, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna see a little bit about what you and your tax dollars and me and my tax dollars have bought. 42,000 pounds of thrust. Look at the flame coming from the back of your United States Navy's A-18 Super Hornet. What you're seeing coming out the back is actually the exhaust, and if you look carefully, you can see it almost shaped as diamonds as it goes out the back. That is the shock wave of the exhaust on the A-18 Super Hornet. Careful they don't exceed the speed of sound, because they can get almost to Mach 2 if they wanted to. But they're not going to do that. From Naval Air Station Oceana, Virginia, in Virginia Beach, the VFA-106 Gladiators. And it's Lieutenant Rob Bonesaw and Lieutenant Tim Atoll Walsh flying the Super Hornet. When the raw jet fuel is being poured into the exhaust, they use up fuel at an amazing rate. I think they can go for a total of just under 20 minutes, maybe even less than that when they're under full blower, as it's called. It's the sound of freedom. Supersonic, not the plane, just the exhaust. Great story. As I told the audience earlier today during their TAC demo, the F-A-18 Super Hornet was brought to the Navy because they needed an aircraft to replace the F-14 Tomcat, which was nearing the end of its service life. And quite frankly, was very, very maintenance heavy. Some estimates that I've heard were 70 man-hours of work for every flight hour of the F-14 Tomcat. But so good was the design of the original F-A-18 Hornet that the Navy went right back to Boeing and said, hey, we need you to do some more work for us and develop a newer version of the Hornet to do to build multi-roles and the roles of several different airplanes, including the S-3 Viking, as well as the F-14 Tomcat. Getting ready to touch down on runway 7 right. Rob Stymus and Tim Walsh. Would you give them a big round of applause? In just a moment, we're going to be welcoming the Aerostars Formation Aerobatic team into the aerobatic box.